Hello friends, I am Mr. Sanjay K. Bhadke, presently working as an assistant professor in Department of Civil Engineering, Tulsiramji Gaikwad Patil College of Engineering and Technology, Nagpur. Friends, today we are going to discuss about the point and crossing, which is the part of permanent way, and our subject is Transportation Engineering 2, which is the compulsory subject in the 8th SEM Civil Engineering syllabus of RTM Nagpur University. Today we are going to discuss what do you mean by point, what do you mean by crossing, what are the various types of crossing, how the crossings are modified for the various future requirements. We know that the syllabus of Transportation Engineering 2 is divided into three parts. The part 1 is railway engineering, part 2 is airport engineering, and part 3 is tunnel engineering. So point and crossing, it is a part of construction of permanent way. So what do you mean by point and what do you mean by crossing? We will discuss in the next slide. The point and crossing are the arrangement used in the permanent way. Permanent way means a railway track to guide the trains for directional changes. If the train want to turn in right side or left side, so in that case we require the crossing. Point crossing, turnout, crossover and such related terms are various arrangement by which different routes either parallel or diverging are afford the means for the train to move from one route to the another. The point or switches aid in diverting the vehicles and the crossing provide gap in the rails so as to help the flange wheel to roll over them. We know that in many cases when there is a train arrival on the platform, so due to some planning or due to some future requirement, if train want to change their track or platform, so in that case crossing is important and which play important roles for changing the route of the train. So in this figure or pictures you can see the various type of constructed crossings are shown. In first figure the rails or tracks are turned in left side or in right side. In second figure there are intersections of various crossing and in third figure there is a different nets of the crossing. So all these type of crossings are useful in case of station and ads as per their utility. Then what do you mean by point? The point and crossing assemble consist of three main components, namely point, lead and crossing element. So all these 3 points are very much important in case of changing the routes of the railway. So in this figure you can see that one main line is there, means main track line is there, and second one is branch line is there which is moving in left side. So this type of crossing is called as the left side turnouts, and various nomenclatures like point, lead, hill diversion, crossing angles, all are shown in the figure. Following are the some important terms. What do you mean the points? A pair of tongue rail with their stock rail are termed as the points. So the tongue rail and stock rail, these are the some additional rails which we are providing on the tracks for the turnouts of the railways. A crossing is a device introduced at the junction where two rails cross to permit the wheel flange of railway vehicles to pass from one track to another track. when track want to pass from one track to another track, so in that case the movement of the wheel plays an important role. So in that case various type of crossing structure will help that wheel to move either in left side or either in right side. Then next is turnout. These are the point where points and crossing will join to each other with the help of lead rails. Already leads and its position we are discussed in previous figure. Tongue rail, it is a tapered movable rail connected at its thickest end to the running rail. Already I discussed that tongue rail and stock rail, these are the additional rail which we provide for the mechanism. Stock rail, it is the running rail against which a tongue rails functions. Switches are the pair of tongue with stock rail with necessary connections and fitting. Switches are also plays a very important role in the crossing mechanism, and these switches are attached to the various tracks with the help of various type of fixing and fastening which we are discussing previous classes. The hill of the slope, it is the point on the gauge line of tongue rail opposite to the center hill of the block. It also called as the imaginary point, which may provided in case of emergency fittings. Then what is the necessity of point and crossing? Because of the wheel of railway vehicles are provided with the inside flange, therefore they require special arrangement of point and crossing in order to navigate their way of the rails. So if you want to provide the way to the wheel of the train, so in that case points and crossing plays a very important role, giving a precedence to faster train in the same direction, giving passage to a train moving in the opposite direction, or for connecting the place not on the direct line of the track. We know that in many cases it is necessary that you should give the passing to the fast moving train, or in case of emergency or in case of accident, if there is a requirement for the passing of the train, so in that case point and crossing will play a important role, and which is useful to switch from one track to other and to change the direction. It is also useful to divert or converge the track. These all the automatic mechanism with the help of electronic sensor. Nowadays we can change the track and automatically train can be moved from one track to another track with the help of crossing. A crossing or a frog is a device introduced at the point where two gauge faces cross each other to permit the flange of the railway vehicles and to pass from one track to another. A gap is provided from through to the nose of the crossing. Check rails assure the correct movement and guidance the wheel properly. So we know that the various terms which I already discussed, like the stock rail, tongue rail, points, lead, gauges, check rails, hill, switches, divergence, all these come under the mechanism of crossing, and they are equally important for this crossing mechanism which help to train move from one place or one track to another track. So we know that there are various types of crossing as per the requirement of topography, atmospheric conditions, availability of labor, skilled labors and material. And as per the horizontal curves and vertical curves, various topography, the types of crossings are divided in following points. So acute angle crossing, it is also called as the V type of crossing. Obtuse crossing, it is also called as the diamond crossing, and next one is square crossing. So in V crossing, the intersection of the two gauge faces form an acute angle. For example, when a right rail crosses a left rail, it makes an acute crossing. Thus, unlike rail crossing from an acute crossing. So, as per the requirement, we are providing this type of crossing. Second one is obtuse or diamond crossing. It is a diamond shape, so that it is called as a diamond crossing, in which the two gauge faces meet at the obtuse angle. When a right or left rail cross the similar rail, it makes an obtuse crossing. And all these top crossings are useful for the changing the tracks. This square crossing, in which the two tracks cross at right angles, such crossings are rarely used in the actual practice. So we know that this type of crossing is available in the Nagpur city, and all tracks are perpendicular to each others, making an angle of 90 degree. So that this type of crossing is called as the square crossing, only availability in the Nagpur city. So in the figure, we can see that various type of actual diamond crossings are shown. When two track crosses each other less than the 90-degree angle, then it form a diamond shape. So it is called as a diamond crossing. So in figure number 1 and figure number 2, we can say that all tracks are crossing to each other, but this angle is less than 90 degree. So it is called as the diamond types of crossing. So here you can see the various tracks are forming a various types of crossing, but when we see this crossing is seen like a V shape, so it is called as a V type of crossing. So in figure number 1, V type of crossing is shown, and in figure number 2, but in figure number 2 you can see that a V type of tracks are provided there, so it is called as a V crossing. So these are the various sections of the crossing, and the various terms which we already discussed previously are shown in this cross section. And in the exam point of view, these figures are very important, because in the examination they may ask you to write down the various parts which we are using for the crossing. So in that case, with the help of this diagram, you can explain the various points like the point wheel, crossing angles, left hand turnout, right hand turnout, and so on. So in this figure, this is the actual figure of square crossing. Already I told you that square crossing is available in the Nagpur city. So here you can see that all the tracks are crossing to each other, making an angle of 90 degree with each other. So that this type of crossing is called as a square crossing. And this picture is an actual picture taken from the station or ad of the railways. So this figure, you can see various types of mechanism, various types of fastening and fixing are shown in case of crossing. So here various types of nut bolts, slippers, rails, and their fixing are shown in the constructions of crossing mechanism, and it's require a regular maintenance in case of, or to avoid the future inconvenience or accidents. So here you can see that one main line is there, one main line of tracks is there, and one branch line of track is there. So when this type of track is moving in right side from the main branch line, then this type of track or this type of mechanism is called as a right turnout. And when this type of branch line is moving in the left side, then it is called as a left turnout. So this type of right turnout and left turnouts plays a very important role for movements of the vehicles, railways from uh, one track to another track. So student, today we discuss about the various types of points crossing, various terms which is involved in point and crossing, and also we have seen some actual pictures of point and crossing, and in next class we are going to discuss about the various mechanism of crossing. Thank you.